Nights in a legal asylum where the paperwork gets, so I'm going to file them. I can act for myself, no divine command of what I give in a trade for a sleight of hand. Any cunning stunts and any running fronts that I would be committed to the coming months, and my attention to spend it would be diverted. But the newfound tricks like a basket learning, revel and gloat in the waste of finesse, like a record about the fees that I paid them up to impress. And because it's legal doesn't mean it's righteous. If we're talking ethics, I ain't here to guide us. Something separating the humans of perfect beasts, over imaginary codes and integrity that beliefs. So we're better in the truth we can follow instinct. In the end, I'll be better predicted. We go extinct.
Won't you free me from this cell I've come to know called home? Won't you kill me so I'd be sent where the sinners go? Such a shame you couldn't reach salvation fervently. I did the things you wouldn't, so give me transmitters up, clockwork when the spring come. I'm in no shape to be leading a kingdom, engineered inside a laboratory. Well, I'm like a cancer, you can't ignore me. Nothing to add, no testimony. Will examine myself and I'll be tested only by death herself. And I bet you'll come to make me pay the price of what I'm fleeing from. Won't get redemption in the fifth dimension. Fibers in my muscles are tearing up from the tension. Crush any particle that I'm made of. There ain't no force in nature I'm afraid of. Cold intervention, give no extension. Raining down the worst on the earth is my sole intention. If I had to save me being born, I'd much rather stay how I was before. Won't you free me from this cell I've come to know called home? Won't you kill me so I'd be sent where the sinners go? Such a shame you couldn't reach salvation fervently. I did the things you wouldn't, so give me the courtesy. Saved, but we're the ones that are able. Nobody shielded or even concealed it clean from judgment. We could try to be good here, life not that we should fear. On the ground up below the clouds, what's after is redundant. We do wanna be saved, but we're the ones that are able. Nobody shielded or even concealed it clean from judgment. We could try to be good here, life not that we should fear. On the ground up below the clouds, what's after is redundant. Shit Fresno way, but then in LA5 wanna say it's unfair, disenfranchised. We ain't got each other on a first name basis. So you knew me before I became famous. Only thing I'm missing is the fame, bitch. Cloud ticket, don't keep it real with a real lame bitch. Teaching lessons, that's a good impression. No YCK, pattern repossession. Up with a group of people that still no mark that will make my easel. I sealed my fate on the day I was made as one entity. Trusting my will, and nobody prevented me. I don't want a sidekick, but I'm running quite sick. Feel my death independent like a motherfucking sidekick. Got no more faith than humanity. Throw sage on my grave just to banish me. We do wanna be saved, but we're the ones that are able. Nobody shielded or even concealed it clean from judgment. We could try to be good here, life not that we should fear. On the ground up below the clouds, what's after is redundant. We do wanna be saved, but we're the ones that are able. Nobody shielded or even concealed it clean from judgment. We could try to be good here, life not day to day to complain, but I don't give a fuck about changing my ways. Gone rogue for the siege, I'm a different kind of breed. Kept aimless, ain't an easy mind to read. Praise ain't giving out bitch that deserve. Take a glance at the charts for the ones I haven't heard. Open and dumping, they're plugging all up and coming. And any kind of promoting is still amounting to nothing.
Increasing the percentages, ripping off our appendages. I'm in the leg against, so I'm remaining competitive. In a circus and theater that's fucking full of the dreamers. And I'ma bring it to you, cause I know that you will not be up, I can't back you. There ain't no vacuum at the top, better cover what you got tattooed. At the shop set, will dissolve in your crew will disband. It was known from the start that you didn't have a chance.
Salt in the wound, but I am removed from the scene that tries to claim me. Faults on my own, I'ma end up alone from the ones that still do hate me. Salt in the wound, but I am removed from the scene that tries to claim me. Faults on my own, I'ma end up alone from the ones that still do hate me. Proximal time and the dilation matters. Don't wanna be here, check the migration pattern. This city's doping, can't grapple with facts. We'll rebuild from the remnants and restart from scratch.
Taunting attacks me shit. Carving the neck that's split. Strangled suppression, I'm dumping the weapon while you got the top and to count up your blessings.
Division, dissection, reduction, and severance. Laid up, I'm motionless, we're just degenerates. Posted, supplying the culture with toxins. Bidding for freedom, it's put up for auctions. All in the wound, I am removed from the scene that tries to claim me. From the scene that tries to claim me. Faults of my own, ending up alone from the ones that still do hate me. From the ones that still do hate me. We don't need names, you're the new slaves, lining up their pockets, inhumane, and look who's talking. We don't need names, you're the new slaves, lining up their pockets, inhumane, and look who's talking.
Eyes real low, blowing out the weed smoke. Fuck anybody knocking out, don't check the people. Down with the attachments, promise all the cashmen. No bills marked, passed out from the absent. 101 inside, sweating in the sweatshop. Bitch, I come up with a weapon, leave them fucking shell shocked. Holding me accountable, legal liability. Failing to recognize what I'm injecting is killing me. Stricken and wicked, I'm forbidden. Not the holy garden needs arisen. Take the biggest sign and nail it through my arteries. I'm feeling like I'm dying on molecular levels. It's my receptors that direct and shoot the messenger vessel. I'm so gone. Looking at time is only carcinogenic. Predisposed to be a loader coded. It must be genetic. You wouldn't notice day to day, but I've been face to face with death. My cessation and location at a later date and depth.
We don't need names, you're the new slaves, lining up their pockets, inhumane, and look who's talking. We don't need names, you're the new slaves, lining up their pockets, inhumane, and look who's talking.
Underground renaissance, I'm a Machiavelli. I'm an archetype, I started fighting pills up in my belly. I'm the vagabond and outcast of the game. Talking about some mid boosting and talking gold chains that do not appeal to me, cause they don't seem too real to me. And you won't see me checking into one of these facilities. See push back as I watch the world burn. Stay deposited in these racks cause I make the world turn. To all the 30-something fuckers that crowd around the spot, we never do want a president testing, and we do not want the cops showing their faces unannounced, circling around the parking lot, and nobody's giving a fuck about your car with any carbon tops. Of course it's unfortunate, corpses stored in the floor, and it's messing up the coordinates. Unborn feet is subordinate, might have been intended to offend. Reaction anaphylactic, I got some strong opinions, I'll continue, stay problematic.
We don't need names, you're the new slaves, lining up their pockets, inhumane, and look who's talking. We don't need names, you're the new slaves, lining up their pockets, inhumane, and look who's talking.
killing mortals ain't the easiest task. I'm overzealous, I'm heretical, meaning an archangel, viewing it from the heavens of humans that aren't grateful. Taking the filter, cleansing blood and we bathe up in a benzo. Ridding myself of depression by taking my place inside of a dead zone. Need no coffin burials to soak the debris. These ceremonial rituals practiced down to a T. Lost track of the demons out of Pandora's box. Road into redemption coming after a night. I got the chains up on my flesh, I'm in a liminal space. To rip the veins up out my chest, look how we fallen from grace.
Empty the heavens, a flood of no sink ships. Rain down the rain and we covered the wings cliff. Flew close to the sun, now the tales do tell. When we angered the gods with no lives to sell. Empty the heavens, a flood of no sink ships. Rain down the rain and we covered the wings cliff. Flew close to the sun, now the tales do tell. When we angered the gods with no lives to sell.
I'm taking the face from you when I walk in the room. You're never debating anymore, you why you act like a tool. I broke the data bank and show where you log in and move. IP addressing, now I'm next to them existential assuming. If I said it, it's soon, no I ain't waiting. I'm pain in the public, cause I ain't faking and fucking. It's all in my DNA, the sucking, keeping me from reduction. It doesn't appeal to me, the sucking up to deal with the fun. We'll never run for a buck, we'll never run for a bill. I'm at the front of the shuttle, punching the blunt in the shit. Evacuate him out the way, I'm in immaculate meal. I turn him up into the dust when they ain't running but still. I don't know what the fuck assumption that you well in your head. Really the fact is I ain't running but nobody in dread. I face it every single morning when I wake in this mess. And I've been breaking this rebuttal since I frame out of stress. Yeah. Why I'm breaking this rebuttal since I frame out of stress. Yeah, I'm breaking this rebuttal since I frame out of stress.
Empty the heavens, a flood of no sink ships. Rain down the rain and we covered the wings cliff. Flew close to the sun, now the tales do tell. When we angered the gods with no lives to sell. Empty the heavens, a flood of no sink ships. Rain down the rain and we covered the wings cliff. Flew close to the sun, now the tales do tell. When we angered the gods with no lives to sell.
Could've guessed it would be untrue. I'm the one who knocks in the cleanup crew. Army of one, bitch, I am the captain. Thought he's one of 90, but I'm glad I didn't tap in. FOMO more, I'm a solo storm. You're the kind of motherfuckers that we don't go for. You're the kind of pussy behind a closed door that would say a lot of things, but you oughta watch your back for a bit. Stamina, wind, dry ice in the seas per capita hit. No profit margin, these cops are carding. I'm a man on earth, but I'm a god incarnate. We don't sell exclusives, you could grab a lease. A cardiac inducing substance for cheap. I cannot surrender my right to be freely bitching about a company fucking up everything on my mission.
Gloves off, leaving the prints. Told me you're better, but I'm not convinced. I know that you're flexing fakes, but I don't. Back up, ducking the fence. Told me which side you're on, bullets and threats. You've been double crossing, but no, I won't. Gloves off, leaving the prints. Told me you're better, but I'm not convinced. I know that you're flexing fakes, but I don't. Back up, ducking the fence. Told me which side you're on, bullets and threats. You've been double crossing, but no, I won't.
The shit you made's a usable, ditch it and disappear. I've been doing my thing and you're trying to come and interfere. You won't reach my standards, you roam and meander. If I'm getting big, well then maybe I'll give an answer. Yeah, cash speaks, but a nine, that's peace. Underneath the table, signing their voices to tax free. Ducking whenever I'm headed into your city. You're so afraid of the odds and uncertainty with me, cause I'm atypical, fucking me. Got no faith and I'm cynical, egotistical. Rappers are cloning, that's a permissible. They can wish in the well, with the exhibit they sell. You're trying to make a living, but already living it now. What is it you're doing that's setting you from the rest? You call this a final product, admitted I'm unimpressed. Study some more, you better not skip class. We won't let the mediocre and caught out to slip past.
Gloves off, leaving the prints. Told me you're better, but I'm not convinced. I know that you're flexing fakes, but I don't. Back up, ducking the fence. Told me which side you're on, bullets and threats. You've been double crossing, but no, I won't. Gloves off, leaving the prints. Told me you're better, but I'm not convinced. I know that you're flexing fakes, but I don't. Back up, ducking the fence. Told me which side you're on, bullets and threats. You've been double crossing, but no, I won't. diffusing. I'm a lost cause, ticking that I'm gonna blow. And when God calls, separate me from the status quo. You cannot tame me, you can't subdue me. They do not faze me, there ain't diffusing. I'm a lost cause, ticking that I'm gonna blow. And when God calls, separate me from the status quo. It's a new wave, what I'm preaching is the gospel. The shit you're screaming out, treading up your fucking tonsils. The kids go 11, gun and pumping pills in public. Send my soul into an orbit, satellite and on the Sputnik. Penny in the blood, watching how we're percolated. Laid up heavy in the tub, now they get it terminated. Tripping the time is due, I'm moving in dangerous altitudes. I'm sick of these bitches up in the building, they lack of gratitude.
Fucking diamond ring and pot, I make a chopper singing, packing doubles up with contraband. The weight I gotta bring, cherry loaded, I'm devoted. Send me out, I'll make a killing. Tainted from the hemoglobin with the red, the diamond spilling. What if they touching, I'm making it golden. YCK, modern Midas, made a copa, you so full of vanity. You ain't the brightest, empirical forming. I've been my own damn boss, only spiritual morbid until I'm in a black box.
You cannot tame me, you can't subdue me. They do not faze me, there ain't diffusing. I'm a lost cause, ticking that I'm gonna blow. And when God calls, separate me from the status quo. You cannot tame me, you can't subdue me. They do not faze me, there ain't diffusing. I'm a lost cause, ticking that I'm gonna blow. And when God calls, separate me from the status quo. Hiding in the cave, taking a thing or two from Batman. Boogies on the runway, stolen and we can't land. 747 in my dome for a ground flight. Claiming that you're popping, motherfucker, that don't sound right. Sight setting, I'm betting on an IP. Might get it, why begging by when not me. Freaking the counterfeiting and copy shit I read from day one. There ain't nobody been doing it, giving it if you wanna say so.
Yeah, you a bitch, when the fuck you gonna learn? I'm the one behind the wheel, I don't need a chauffeur. Basic as the ones who take the order, send a warning shot. The captain wanna know if you about to come aboard or not. Poison inside of my body, concentrated, intravenous. Watching emulsify my pulse, a lot of trick. The new elitist, calibrate structures they constructed and designed to keep control. Mitigate punctures at the junction till the masses will revolt.
You cannot tame me, you can't subdue me. They do not faze me, there ain't diffusing. I'm a lost cause, ticking that I'm gonna blow. And when God calls, separate me from the status quo. You cannot tame me, you can't subdue me. They do not faze me, there ain't diffusing. I'm a lost cause, ticking that I'm gonna blow. And when God calls, separate me from the status quo.
Switch to this day, I'm addicted, I get that itch. With the scourge as a birth was a burn, that my birth was an error. I've been ducking another one, I got a curve. Torch in the forms, no copy and print. Then a scorch reform has got if he exists. I'm a skeptic, as I could any world this cruel. Rotate when it's run by fucking crooks and ghouls. Shows are full of cap and never performative activists. Tear gas in the shield and now the corpse is inanimate. Internet, white nights like landslide. They say I'm slept on like I've been camouflaged. Wraith and a pagan, I'm all forsaken. The spot that I've claimed, bitch, it ain't for taking. I give a shit about the fame, yeah. Talk, but you afraid, yeah. Empty-handed, bloody knuckles. Pop the trunk and watching legs buckle. Give a damn about the cash, yeah. Stacking oxy on the dash, yeah. Only tremble, knees are shaking. Seize the day, then I freeze the payment.
Acting like you don't receive my respect. The devil in me that I serve to protect. He who had spoken would not eat it up. In exchange of mortality, traded for wealth. Spent every penny, was made a damnation. I must give in, can't resist the temptation. Want absolution, but I can't provide that. You beg for forgiveness, but I don't decide.
sticking to the code. Celestial bodies ascended to, ain't impressed by the copies of what I do. Draft phone service on a flip, Motorola. Brag about racks and a 20, take a roller. Government cash on a promissory. Got a new set of diamonds that got it for me. Fucking network, I'ma open it slow. Where the funds go, where they tend to trickle up. Playing a rapper, still acting corny. Silence informants, got the press reporting. Sick of these infatuated butts who want attention when they barely graduated. They can handle the dissension. Now you baby, my favorite, and I don't believe in the base. Hidden limbs encapsulated in thieves.
Putting me on to a pedestal, I'ma be known as a legend. Ineligible, it's illegible, cannot decipher the shit that you said it. Popping is not an impediment, something that I am dependent on. When it's the legion and pillaging benefits, watching they try to allow and defend it. Putting me onto a pedestal, I'ma be known as a legend. Ineligible, it's illegible, cannot decipher the shit that you said it. Popping is not an impediment, something that I am dependent on. When it's the legion and pillaging benefits, watching they try to allow and defend it.
Dip so quick, ain't nobody there to catch me. I would like to see a fucking artist try to sketch me. When the 12 involved, ain't no murder getting solved. When you want the shit done, hit my line, they will call. Wannabes are trying to fight, you really wanna die. And now you got me thinking all about the ride. And I'm on the side, we want turmoil, we want a brawl. We in bait, so we burn oil, climb that wall. Forging a state of anarchy, they sent a forward to know, but they aren't deep. Tread shallow waters, lined up for slaughter. So narrow-minded, I'm searching broader. Planning to vapid, to bleed and to tamper. Plastic and rapids are clean in the sad serpent. Making the way because the grinding isn't coated. Be shaking, afraid of my sincerity corroded.
Putting me onto a pedestal, I'ma be known as a legend. Ineligible, it's illegible, cannot decipher the shit that you said it. Popping is not an impediment, something that I am dependent on. When it's the legion and pillaging benefits, watching they try to allow and defend it. Putting me onto a pedestal, I'ma be known as a legend. Ineligible, it's illegible, cannot decipher the shit that you said it. Popping is not an impediment, something that I am dependent on. When it's the legion and pillaging benefits, watching they try to allow and defend it.
Burning that begging, getting fucking whiplash. Threat, making steps, taking chicken, then I dip fast. Desert boys on the loose, we up next. Say they will be needing an EMS with a visa we're crossing. Stolen passport, your has been propped up in a glass fort. Soon to disintegrate, no need to renovate. Saw that from the start and it's happening anyways. I will obey anything a voice said in my cranial space, cause I can't avoid them fucking lucid dudes that wanna assume in action. I'll abuse it, I'm choosing a new reaction. Lower back tramps down, never been a class act. I'm defeated, I can't remember where my cash at. Sold it, give me your number, I want somebody to see me this summer. Bodies cold and vacant, no organs left for taking. I am the Revenant and it's self-evident. I don't give a fuck about a bitch impenitent, wanted by the state. The safe house has been raided. 5150 PTSD, never signed a no treaty, no peace. Bodies cold and vacant, no organs left for taking. I am the Revenant and it's self-evident. I don't give a fuck about a bitch impenitent, wanted by the state. The safe house has been raided. 5150 PTSD, never signed a no treaty, there ain't no peace. Not a main character, you just an extra. No need comparing when I'll be the next up. Pop and alleviate all of my symptoms. I focus, don't deviate. Multiple incomes and fucking low IQ. I can never slide through. Find a baby daddy, pay the alimony like glue. Symbiotic at the core, grabbing no but never yours. Steady draining at the bank till you cannot anymore. New gen pussy starting protests, outrage and engage. And Mel will coalesce. Carpet of lies who ain't marginalized. Crime me a fucking reverend, a target of crimes. Everybody wanna be a martyr for some kind of benefit. I'm making it harder that I'll set another precedent when you can get a case of better thinking. Our provisions have been caught up in a circle, governmental supervision. Bodies cold and vacant, no organs left for taking. I am the Revenant and it's self-evident. I don't give a fuck about a bitch impenitent, wanted by the state. The safe house has been raided. 5150 PTSD, never signed a no treaty, there ain't no peace. Bodies cold and vacant, no organs left for taking. I am the Revenant and it's self-evident. I don't give a fuck about a bitch impenitent, wanted by the state. The safe house has been raided. 5150 PTSD, never signed a no treaty, there ain't no peace. Fuckboys, they be plotting, I'm Poseidon as I part the sea. You can run, but there's no hiding, fighting, stepping up to me. They're afraid to put me on, but this game wasn't mine to keep. Am I breathing? Drag me under, RIP to all this shit. Fuckboys, they be plotting, I'm Poseidon as I part the sea. You can run, but there's no hiding, fighting, stepping up to me. They're afraid to put me on, but this game wasn't mine to keep. Am I breathing? Drag me under, RIP to all this shit.
You will not divert, you know you's back and that's for certain. Face with the heat, a billion lumens, same first time was never perfect.
Want an applause for effort, but not achievement. Tell me how the fuck that works. Want me to comment, but there's a reason that I never joined that circle. Jerking eternal yearning for the demise. In the meantime, giving a hurtful urges. Pumping my blood for the circuit surgeon. Then they recognize an deserving person's progress gonna occur. The regime is a failed state now with idiocracy. Swamping the place where the prophecy won't complete itself. And hypocrisy is a trait that's praised and rewarded. Out the conformant, taking accordance. Figures of fake and importance. Hating to forfeit that the biggest stage on the stage of performance. Fuckboys, they be plotting, I'm Poseidon as I part the sea. You can run, but there's no hiding, fighting, stepping up to me. They're afraid to put me on, but this game wasn't mine to keep. Am I breathing? Drag me under, RIP to all this shit. Fuckboys, they be plotting, I'm Poseidon as I part the sea. You can run, but there's no hiding, fighting, stepping up to me. They're afraid to put me on, but this game wasn't mine to keep. Am I breathing? Drag me under, RIP to all this shit.
You cannot repent it, pray for me cause I'm infected. Go my fucking hands with the blood for the cross I was made on the Jesus.
Never preventative, I'll be directing the rest of the world and say fuck representatives, orders, executive, no fundamentalists. How do we know what opinions are tethered with push and agenda? Dissertation, how did they recommend this information? Plastic around in the river basin, take hold of the bid with a bigger payment. Causing a stab like a bomb and attack, I'ma make life hell, grab a tarp and a rack. Benefits, red bitch said, I am insane to compress all the veins, no dynamic range. Feel the ground shake when I break sound waves inside. Every trade this kind on the right when you're so damn rich and there ain't no rules. And the way it goes up on the backs of fools. Fuckboys, they be plotting, I'm Poseidon as I part the sea. You can run, but there's no hiding, fighting, stepping up to me. They're afraid to put me on, but this game wasn't mine to keep. Am I breathing? Drag me under, RIP to all this shit. Fuckboys, they be plotting, I'm Poseidon as I part the sea. You can run, but there's no hiding, fighting, stepping up to me. They're afraid to put me on, but this game wasn't mine to keep. Am I breathing? Drag me under, RIP to all this shit. I don't take no shit from generic thoughts. You think that you would catch, so then fuck you not. And who would pay for your face? Yeah, that's what I thought. Among a crowd, I'm so isolated. I'm singled out, I stand idle, waiting dissociation. My savior lately, these pills I'm taking out brought me safety. When was the last that I had an open? No one can match my energy flowing. They're too obsessed with being there. When I'm an island of gold, that I see is shit. I cannot doubt that I'm better than you from the way that I see it. Well, it's evident too that they won't be relevant in 5 years. No, I've been ahead of them for it feels like years.
Why'd I continue? These bills, they won't fix you. Laugh, not a text. How is this so unfulfilling? Money and crystal, I'm grabbing a fistful. Death, I will rest, for I'm caving in the building. Mundane expectations of predictions fell far. That you got up on the numbers, I've inflicted self-harm. Fooling generation, servitude and contracts. That's so wrapped up in the bias, ain't nobody want facts. I cannot give a fuck about the readings or whatever trend it is that you paid and proceeded. Then you milk and explain how you feel that it works, but it ain't much a topic. I will converse, chatterboxes and interviews, and they ask me shit that I disapprove. Why would I have an opinion on rappers that haven't been dropping a number that matters? Making up a fib and I lie to excuse myself from the shit, but admit I'm amused. Claiming I'm toxic and we're incompatible. Efforts are focusing on venture capital. I don't got time to be wasting on others. I dream of me visiting all 7 wonders. Earth ain't that big, but it's larger without somebody beside me that's bringing me down. Why'd I continue? These bills, they won't fix you. Laugh, not a text. How is this so unfulfilling? Money and crystal, I'm grabbing a fistful. Death, I will rest, for I'm caving in the building. Mundane expectations of predictions fell far. That you got up on the numbers, I've inflicted self-harm. Fooling generation, servitude and contracts. That's so wrapped up in the bias, ain't nobody want facts.